Okay, we're back. Now again, Joshua is telling you that these animals were mixed together and combined to create something else. Now the Most High specifically tells us not to mix anything, fruit, vegetable, this stuff not supposed to mix with each other. They're also doing that. It's how you have seedless grapes, seedless watermelons. All these things are completely out of line. But it is better still if you got to eat one of them because of the blood that's in these animals. And we know that the life is in the blood. So he specifically tells us not to mess with that. Now, what do black people, quote unquote, so-called black people eat more than anything? What's the stereotype? You got it. Chicken. Chicken is it. But we'll see that the chicken, as we know it today, is not what was originally here that the Most High created. This thing here is called a jungle fowl, a red jungle fowl. And if y'all can notice, his feet are black. The chickens that we know of, their feet are normally like a yellow look. But again, and they look funny. So again, as you can see, they have mostly black feet and things. So as you see that, and you can see the females, they really look funny to what we've been taught. But let's go back up to this and read it. It says protocol proto chicken. I hope y'all can see that. This one right here. Proto chicken. Red jungle fowl DNA shows that it is ancestor to all domestic chickens. So this is what was here first, before man went and combined two different forms of bird. Man combined this and created this because it wasn't there in the beginning. So again, let's go back to the scripture. Ecclesiastes 3:15. It says, that which has been is now. That which has been is now. And that which is to be had already been. And the Most High requires that which is past. So again, all of that mixing of the animals that they was doing right prior to the flood, they're doing it all again right now. And man is eating these things, not even knowing. But they not some big grotesque thing that'll scare you. It's what you've grown with, and you thinking that it's all normal. But it's not. It's not at all. Plus, as you can see, when they were slaughtering these animals, they weren't doing it the right way that it was intended. They're not doing it the way that it was intended, because they're treating them completely inhumane. So I know a lot of y'all will say, no. This wasn't how it was intended to be. You're supposed to hit the jugular with a very, very sharp knife, and the animal feels minimal pain, and he's dead will feel no pain in like 2 seconds. Then the blood is supposed to be drained out the proper way. So we know a lot of y'all will say, well, I only eat kosher. Well, let's see how they really treat the kosher animal. Not much better.
The use of electric prods on immobilized animal is a violation.
So you might think, oh, they're not really doing nothing. No, yeah, they are. The animal is scared to death.
Slaughterer's convenience is also a violation.
He's scared to death.
The inversion process causes cattle to aspirate blood or breathe it in after incision.
So,
Ripping the trachea and esophagus from their throats is another egregious violation, since kosher animals are not to be touched until bleeding stops.
man, this is completely violates the Torah.
Struggling and dying steers through metal chutes
Completely
onto blood-soaked floors
violates the Torah.
with their breathing tubes and gullets dangling out.
He's still not dead. See that?
This sacred task is neither clean or compassionate.
Sacred task. I'm glad he said that word. But let's go back to the scripture.
Nor does it correspond to the kosher way of treating animals.
Let's go back to the scripture. And we get to the New Testament. Again, this is 1 Corinthians 10 and 18. By us not owning anything, we got to eat everything that the other nations provide for us. That's why it's important to try to grow your own garden or have your own animals if you're living in the country somewhere. Very important. Myself, stopped meat altogether because I found out about all this stuff. But 1 Corinthians 10 and 18, it says, Behold Israel after the flesh. Are not they which eat of the sacrifices partakers of the altar? What say I then? That the idol is anything, or that which is offered in sacrifice to idols is anything. But I say that the thing which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils, and not to the Most High. And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils. Again, we don't own anything. We got to get everything from them. They're sacrificing directly to devils. Go and pull it up. It'll show you on YouTube. I don't want to go over the time and keep stretching it out. But it'll show you the people, especially the Muslims. They're directly, when they kill their animals, they face it towards Mecca and say a prayer to Allah. So the meat is directly sacrificed to an idol. These people here were Gentiles that were doing this, and they was definitely doing this to idols. That's why he said this sacred practice. There's nothing sacred about it. But with that, your boy Quab, don't let your stomach be your God. Learn how to fast. It's very, very important. With that, your boy Quab, over and out. Shalom.